clearly you would, first of all, know who you're inviting. You wouldn't want to be inviting any strangers into your house. You would check when they arrive that they were the person you were expecting. And again, you haven't got any pretenders coming in. Once you got your gathering in place, you would probably lock the front door to make sure nobody could come in whilst you were having your meeting and you were otherwise engaged. And again, you would do things like, would you leave personal or sensitive information, personal information lying about? So if you've got a meeting at your dining room table, you are probably not going to leave your bank statements and other personal information lying there. You would want to put things out of the way before the meeting started. So you've got a clean environment and the people attending your meeting are only going to actually see what you want them to see.
All very good advice. And presumably, you're not going to leave it lying around on your kitchen table. But by that, the analogy is that you wouldn't leave a window open, a Word document open before you were about to share the contents of your
exactly.
I'm sharing my MacBook Pro top with you right now, and there we are, the top secret code to my hidden secret stash, my Swiss bank account.
Absolutely, indeed, and I do fully understand that for newcomers to this technology, there will be a nervousness about whether the actual technical side of it's going to work. So quite often that can take the focus of somebody. So they are more concentrating on the actual mechanics of delivering an online conference than they are the basic housekeeping rules of making sure that they are not sharing anything that they do not wish to be visible. I would actually go one step further on that, and it's a great example now looking at you, and undoubtedly you're looking at me, is not also what's on your screen, but what might be in the picture behind you. So again, and nothing, rest assured, nothing that I can see that leaps out as untoward.
You've got me worried. I think there's a picture of younger children, some work pictures on the top shelf. But of course, that personal data, the fact that you've got children, the fact that here's something that could presumably identify me to somebody with malicious intent.
Exactly, and I really don't want to go along the line of giving people nightmares and coming off scenarios that would cause people to literally unplug their computers right now. But on a personal note and on a professional note, we've certainly got experiences of cyber criminals using any information that they can glean about an individual to then conduct social engineering attacks on them. So anything such as personal photos, pieces of paper that give information can be used. So again, it's just a case of thinking a little bit wider, taking a deep breath and checking instead of just rushing quickly into something without taking some real basic precautions.
But you would say, would you, Damian, that on balance, the facility that Zoom and Skype and others offer us is on balance better if one manages the risks than not using them at all because of one's fear of those risks?
Absolutely. I mean, at the moment, we are in quite clearly an unprecedented global crisis, the likes of which none of us have ever seen before. And it does call for some innovative and unusual working methods. And the situation at the moment for a lot of companies, particularly the small and medium-sized ones, is they are being faced with a choice of facilitate this new working process of basing your employees at home or closing down your operations completely. So it's a very difficult situation. And it's a case of weighing up the business needs of the organization against the security implications of what they might be required to do from home. So some risk assessments need to be made and some risk-based decisions. But ultimately, in the greater scheme of things, it's quite clear at the moment that these online conferencing services are literally the lifeline of businesses, enabling them to keep working and keep their employees being paid at this time.